Have you just graduated from university and you don't know what next to do with your time? Well, today I have special tips for you on what next you can do to take advantage of your having just graduated. Inspire Central. Inspire Central. Inspire Central. Inspire Central. Hello, fellow Inspirers. Welcome to Inspire Central. My name is Monica and I'm the Chief Inspirer herself. It is so good to have you here. Today I have a special message for all fresh graduates. Have you just graduated from university and you don't know what next to do with your time? Well, today I have special tips for you on what next you can do to take advantage of your having just graduated. First and foremost, I would like to say to you, congratulations. It's not easy to be a graduate. It is not easy for you to finish a 4-year course, a 5-year course, a 6-year course, or whatever time it took you to get that certification. Congratulations. We are so happy for you here at Inspire Central. Now that you have just graduated, you should bask in your recent graduation because, like I said, it is not very easy. Have a day off, go eat something nice, have fun with your friends. Do that for one day and then get back and let's talk. Now that's the next thing I will say. Having done all that celebrating, it is time for you to focus. Focus. You've celebrated. Congratulations. But you cannot spend all that time congratulating yourself, patting yourself at the back. You've done that for one day. One day is enough. Now let's move to the next stage. The next stage is for you to, as quickly as possible, get an entry-level job. Get a job where you will start from the ground up, because that's where you are now in the labor market. That's where you are now on your career ladder. You start as an entry-level person in whatever your industry is, whatever your field is. Start from the bottom. Get a job as soon as possible because there are many industries now that are taking entry level. They're taking entry level to start with them, to grow with them, and grow from the bottom to the top. So strike now that the iron is hot. Strike now that you have just graduated. Strike now that enthusiasm has not dwindled. Don't go and wait for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. A day after graduation, have your party. Enjoy yourself. 2 days after, start searching for a job. Immediately start searching for a job. Many people make this mistake of saying, I've just graduated, let me take a month off. Don't take a month off. Don't take 2 months off. Don't even take 2 weeks off. In fact, 1 week is a long time. Start job hunting immediately. This is because you don't want the fire to dwindle. You don't want your zeal, your enthusiasm to dwindle. It is best to go from one thing to another, one activity to another. Because if you have too much of an interlude, if you have too much of an interval between when you graduated and when you get your first job, you may see that it may take a longer time to get your first job. You may no longer have the desire to just do something. Then you slip into what we call a kind of laziness. It becomes a downward spiral because you no longer have something that is a schedule. You don't have a schedule. Now you're sleeping, waking whenever you like. You're not doing anything in particular. That is now you wasting your time and your energy. So immediately after graduation, swing into action and start looking for a job. Start looking for a job. Spend your days well. Don't say, okay, I've graduated so I can watch TV. This is not the time. This is not the time for you to watch TV, because if you start watching TV, before you know it, you would have spent 1 year watching TV. You will not look for a job. You will not get a job. And then you will not be so newly graduated anymore. Then another set would have graduated after you, and you will not be the latest set. You would have been the previous set, the set before the latest set, and you don't want that. So strike when the iron is hot. Start looking for a job immediately. Don't waste any time. Don't waste time because there are some jobs that are reserved for people with zero experience, and those jobs are waiting for you. Start looking for the job now. And another thing is, don't be too choosy. Don't be too choosy. Get a job in your field. Get a job in your industry. But don't say to yourself, I want something that pays $1,000,000. Don't say to yourself, I want something that has so many packages. I want something that has a lot of benefits. I want something that has... Don't be too choosy at this point. Remember, you are entry level. Remember, you don't have any experience. Remember that this is your first job. So you really don't know what the industry is like. You need the experience more than you need the money. Let me say it again. You need the job experience, the work experience, more than you need the money. Take note of that. And so, whatever job you can find at this point, start from there. It is a good starting point. It is for you to gather some experience. It is for you to have something to put on your resume. So start getting that experience now. Get the job. Don't be too choosy. And while you're looking for a job, maybe you ask around, ask your uncles, ask your aunties, tell your dad, tell your mom you're looking for a job. And be wide, diversify your search. Don't just say, okay, I only do it online. There are some word of mouth job applications you will never hear about unless you communicate with somebody who knows about them. There are some people that are insiders in the company. Maybe the company does not just recruit anyhow. They need referrals. So that person who is your insider can be your referral. You will not get that job unless you have an insider, unless you have a referee from within the company, or somebody who the company holds in high esteem. So broaden your job search. Don't just make it one app or one website or online. You can also use word of mouth to tell people you're looking for a job so that they can refer you, they can help you, they can tell you of openings that they know about. Okay? Now, the next thing I will say is acquire more skills. When we graduate from school, so many of us just feel that a BSc, a BA, whatever it is that we got, whether it's a diploma, whatever it is that we got, is okay. We feel it's good enough, but not quite. Not quite. The labor market is quite competitive, and acquiring new skills, acquiring more skills will give you an edge. Not only will it give you an edge, it will give you more knowledge. It will give you more information at your fingertips. It will expose you to more things that you can use, more information that you can use to become better in your industry. So acquire more skills. These days, it is much easier to acquire more skills and certifications. Many online platforms give you free training and free certifications. There are so many of them online. All you need to do is search. Just type into the web browser and say free online certification, free online training on whatever it is you want to learn. You will find them. There are so many of them there. They will give you this training and they will also give you certifications which you can add on your resume. You can actually print out the certificates and add them to your resume. You can add them to your portfolio such that they give you an edge. They show that you're not just resting on your OAS. You're not just saying, oh, I'm happy with my BSc, I'm happy with my BA, I'm happy with my diploma. But they show that you are going the extra mile. You are interested in learning, you are interested in acquiring new knowledge, and you now have the certification to show that you have something beyond your BA, beyond your bachelor's degree. You have something to show. You have something to hold on to. You have an extra certification and an extra skill. So keep learning these things. Even those skills that are not certified, there are some things you can learn. For instance, there are things you can learn here on YouTube. There are things that you can learn, you can practicalize, but you will not get the certificate. YouTube, for instance, will not give you a certificate, but you can learn how to do these things. Maybe there are things that, let's say they are tech stuff, you can do them. You can learn programming, maybe from YouTube, a YouTube channel or something. You can learn it, and when you learn it, you practicalize it. But you don't have a certificate. That's still an edge. Can you do these things? Because sometimes people have certificates, but they cannot do what their certificate says they can do. They cannot defend their certificates. They cannot prove their worth beyond the certificate. So if you have the skill, even if you don't have a certificate, Can you get the job done? That's what matters. If you can get the job done, then they are likely to hire you. Not just are they likely to hire you, it's likely to give you an edge. It's likely to help you grow in that field, in that area, in whatever that skill is related to. So you can also learn skills that do not need or have certifications. Don't be so particular about the certification to say, no, if he doesn't have a certification, even if it's something I like or something I want to learn, I will not learn it. No. Get the skills. If he has a certification, that is a plus. If he has a certification, that is a bonus, but that is not what counts. It is having the knowledge, having the skill set that is the priority. That's what counts. That's what's number one, and that's what you should focus on. So keep learning new things. Keep acquiring skills. Keep improving yourself. Keep learning. Keep upskilling. Don't just stay there and say a BSc is enough. It's not enough. It is never enough. The world is moving so fast, and you need to keep learning. You need to keep growing. You need to keep improving in order for you to remain relevant in this world. I've said it over and over and over again on this channel. Keep upskilling. Don't ever rest on your laurels and say, I think I've achieved enough or I have learned enough. You can never learn too much. You can never learn enough. You can't know everything. The world is evolving. AI is here with us, and it's not going to change anytime. It's not going to stop anytime. And so you need to learn. Now, in this world, AI is competing with people who are advanced in that field. AI is now your competitor. So how well do you know your skills? How well can you do in your industry? How can you beat AI? AI is getting smarter. People are using AI now to cut down on their staff load. They are using it to cut down on the staff strength because it saves them money. Once you program the AI, you tell it to do this. It can do 10 people's jobs. It can do the job of almost all the workforce. Only a few people are now needed to compute commands, to put prompts into the AI, and AI does whatever it is that the company wants. So what advantage are you going to have in this world of AI? If you tell yourself, I'm okay with a BSc, what advantage? AI does not have a BSc, but trust me when I say AI has so much information. It has information from all over the world that makes it so smart. And so you should be able to outsmart AI. You should be able to put in your human intellect, your human smartness, your own savviness, your natural inclination should be more than what AI can bring to the table. Because like I said, you're not just competing with your schoolmates this time around. You're not competing with your classmates. You're not competing with your set. You're not even just competing with human beings. You are competing with artificial intelligence. You need to take it up a notch or two. You need to keep learning. You need to keep improving and keep giving yourself an edge. Keep giving yourself that advantage so that no matter what happens, no matter how the industry may evolve, no matter how the world may become more and more tech-driven, you have an edge in your industry. In addition to getting your skills and certifications, I would recommend that you get a master's degree. Why should you get a master's degree? Well, getting a master's degree is kind of a plus. Many people feel it's not necessary after a BSc. Well, for me, I think a master's is important. Why a master's is important is like it says, it makes you a master. It makes you a master of your field. It's just like adding one extra feather on your hat. It's just like saying, look, I went back to school. I didn't just get a 2-week certification, a 1-month diploma. I went back to school. I can do it again. Well, it's just for tuning you up, you know. It's just for improving your skill set. And it's just for getting that extra certification, that added certification that gives you an advantage. It helps you in your career too, because there are some positions that you get to. If you're still at that your BSc level, if all you have to your credential, even after 10 years of working, is just that BSc, they just feel this one doesn't want to develop himself, this one doesn't want to develop herself. So you need to always show that you are interested in self-development. Your self-development should be important, and it should be obvious to people around you that you love developing yourself. So what better way for you to show that you love developing yourself than getting a master's degree? Get a master's degree, go back to school. It may not be full time because by now you're probably working, you have a job, you have a career, and things are getting busier. It's not like when you were a younger person and all you needed to do was focus on your education. Now you have a salary to earn, you have a job to keep, you have a career to build. So you could do it on a part-time level. You could do it on a part-time basis and be going to school maybe on the weekends, or maybe it is online distance learning. You can do that. Either way, choose something, but do your master's. Get a master's degree. It is going to help you as you go up the ladder. As you go up the corporate ladder, it's going to help you. Another thing you need to know is that as you go higher in your career, there are going to be certain positions that will come up, that will be available for you. And you're going to have to compete among the best. You will compete with the best in your industry. And sometimes you could be on the same level with somebody, but the person has a master's or a PhD, and then they're like, okay, this person sure is the better candidate, because even though they are on the same level, they have the same competence, this person has an extra degree. So that is now going to put you at a disadvantage because you just rested with a BA or a BSc. So get that master's because it's going to help you as you go up the corporate ladder. It's going to open doors, it's going to open opportunities for you. It's going to let you grab opportunities when they come. Because like I said, the higher you go, the higher and the more your opportunities are. But then it's going to be on a different level, on a different playing field. That's where it's going to be. It's no longer going to be you among the populace. It is now you among a few privileged people, a few people who are doing well, a few people who you're now going to compete against for that top managerial position. And for you to show your advantage, you need the master's degree. And if you can, get a PhD. Why not? You already have a master's. What's there in getting a PhD? Get a PhD if you have the resources to do it. If you have the time, if you have the energy, get it. So that you are not falling short for any reason. So that there is nothing that disqualifies you when that opportunity comes. You want to be able to grab any opportunity that comes your way. So get all these certifications and keep them ready. Opportunity can come knocking at any time. And you should be available to answer the door. You should be available, you should be able to present your certification and say, okay, opportunity, I have a master's. Opportunity, I have a PhD. Here they are. What next? I'm here. I'm qualified. I have what it takes. And I have the certification to boot. I have everything I need. So, opportunity, come right up. Come right up, I'm here and I'm waiting. So take advantage of this time. Don't rest on your oar saying I'm a fresh graduate. You will not always be a fresh graduate. You'll be a fresh graduate for what? 1 year. And then there's another set of fresh graduates. And then another set and another set. And you can no longer use that word fresh before the word graduate to describe yourself. Then you simply say I'm a graduate. So you will not be a fresh graduate forever. Take advantage of this moment. Take advantage of this momentum. Take advantage of this time, of this zeal that is still in you having just graduated. Don't let that fire die. Don't let it die, because there are so many people, older graduates, who will tell you, I wish I got a master's immediately. I wish I did not just stay and bask and rest on my laurels. I wish I got a job immediately, because now that I'm older, the job opportunities are fewer. I cannot at this age go and get an entry-level job. I cannot at 45 get an entry-level job, because the company will look at me like, what have I been doing since my 20s? The company will feel I'm unserious. The company will feel I'm not reliable. The company will feel I have wasted my time and I'm somebody that they cannot depend on, since I had not got a job up till my 45th year on earth. What did I do with my 20s? So now that you're a fresh graduate, please grab these opportunities. These opportunities will not wait forever. These opportunities are not going to be kept for you. Younger people are coming out. Fresher graduates are leaving school. So you cannot keep saying I'm a fresh graduate forever. It gets old. It gets stale. It gets old at some point. And you cannot use that word fresh anyhow. So grab that opportunity now. Don't ever wait and say, I will wait 1 year. What would you be doing all that while? What would you be doing with your time? Nothing. See, if you don't use these skills, if you don't use this momentum, if you don't use this fire, if you don't use this intelligence now, and you just sit there waiting, you are only going to be wasting time, and it's going to go downhill from there. It cannot go uphill if you don't use that momentum, if you don't take advantage of this time, this season, this fire, this zeal that is in you. If you don't take advantage of it, you are going to find out that you would have started wasting your time, and before you know it, it becomes difficult to get back on track. It is easier to go from one thing to the other and keep momentum going than it is for you to get back on track after you have derailed or after you have moved on to doing nothing. So go from something to something, go from school to something, go from school to a job, go from one job to the next as an improvement, as a growth, as a career projection and career path and progress. Don't just stay there sitting on the couch. You are a fresh graduate now, you will not be a fresh graduate forever. That is the regret of many people who graduated some years ago. It is the fact that they did not take advantage of the opportunities that were presented to them shortly after they graduated. And that is why I'm telling you now, get that entry-level job. Get that thing. Don't be too choosy to say, I want $1 million job. You cannot want $1 million job when you don't have experience. It is not realistic. Even in this era of remote work, even people who are employing remote workers, they want people who have experience. They want to know that you know what you're doing. They want to know that they are not going to be holding your hand every step of the way. They want to be sure that if they give you a task, you can perform. They want to know that when they give you a job, they don't need to now come and micromanage you, supervise you so much. Instead of doing their own task, then they spend the whole time watching over you, holding your hand, telling you what to do. If they have to spend so much time, if they have to give you so much attention holding your hand, they may as well do it themselves. Then it makes you irrelevant to the company. Then it means that there is no use for you there. In fact, you are now even slowing down the job, so you need to get out of the way. That's how they are going to see it. So go from graduation to celebrating for one day and then to looking for a job and getting a job. Do your very best to stay on that job and grow. Grow from there, because that is going to make sure that you have something to bring to your next job. If ever you have to leave this company, if ever you have to leave this job, you have some experience, you have some years of experience, you have maybe like a promotion, or you're now going for a higher job at a new company. That is going to be better than for you to just stay there and say, okay, I'll work for 1 month. What would you gain in 1 month? What will be your experience in 1 month for an entry-level job? So make the most of this time. Make the most of this momentum. Don't let go now. Keep going so that you do not let the zeal to dwindle. Keep going so that you move from one thing to the other, you move from one thing to the next. Make the most of this opportunity. Now that you're a fresh graduate, make the most of the momentum that you have gathered, the discipline you have gathered from school, the having a routine, the schedule that you have. Make the most out of it so that you do not stop having a routine, but you go from one good routine to another good routine, and you start to live a life that is organized. And you continue to live an organized life where you grow, where you develop yourself, and where you become better. So like I said when I started, dear fresh graduates, congratulations. I hope you make the most of your time. I hope you take advantage of this zeal, of this momentum, of this fire, and this routine that you have, having just graduated. Make the most of your time. Make the most of your energy. Make the most of your youthfulness, because you will not get it back. Keep watching my videos, because I have more videos here on Inspire Central that are youth focused, that are focused on younger people and how they can improve themselves. This is the best time of your life. So keep watching those videos so that you keep improving, you keep growing, and you make the most of your life. If this video has spoken to you, if this video has impacted you, please tell me in the comment section. I'd like to get your feedback. Also, tell me what other topics you'd like me to talk about here on Inspire Central. I've been doing some live streams. I hope you've been watching them. If you have topics that you want me to talk about on my live streams or in my other videos, please tell me in the comment section. Also, if you enjoyed watching this video and you would like to see more of such videos, please subscribe to this channel. Simply click the subscribe button and get subscribed to this channel today. It is completely free of charge. Also, do not forget to click the notification button so you'll be notified as soon as I update. Please like and share my videos. I have many more videos here that will interest you and that will help you become a better, well-rounded individual. Please watch them. I have some here in the playlist. You can start with that, and from there you can move on to watching other videos on my channel. Don't forget to be an inspiration. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Please subscribe, click the notification button, like this channel, share our videos, and follow us on social media. Thank you very much. Inspira Central.